Grab the Bottle comes at the not-so-steep price of $4.99 on Nintendo Switch. But in a world where lots of $5 items are well worth their value, such as the Wendy's 4 for $4, you may be debating over this purchase. Well, do not fear, because your good friend Zack from Walk the Plank is going to give you some insights in the time he's invested in this game. Grab the Bottle has a very simple concept. Your goal? Grab the bottle, no matter how hard that may be. You're either like a baby or middle-aged man or I don't know. All I know is you're some Mr. Fantastic kind of guy trying to grab a bottle. Sometimes that means you need to break things to grab some other accessories along the way. Sometimes it might mean wrapping yourself around some ridiculous amount of times. But you must do whatever it takes to grab the bottle. For the most part, these gameplay mechanics work fine, but I sometimes feel like I'm solving puzzles against the way the developers intended. I don't really care for that feeling. I don't really feel much pride or accomplishment. Sometimes the abilities of indestructibility and the guide of what order to pick things up in feels a little bit overpowered, but most of the time feel necessary to be able to beat the level. Although this could just be my fault in how bad I am at this game. Something that really irks me about this game is sadly how ugly it is. Even if that's the purpose, I cannot stand it. The comic book art style looks kind of disgusting and doesn't really fit with the game's theme at all. However, I'm not really sure what that theme is besides grabbing a bottle. I'm not usually picky about graphics or art style of a game, but when it looks this ugly, I get really turned off and don't have a huge desire to come back to it, even if the gameplay is fun. But possibly my biggest gripe about this game is how cheap it feels. It really feels like an iOS game ported to Nintendo Switch, even though it's not. With that being said, I think it would be much more fun as an iOS game. This is not a game I had any desire to open, especially when looking at the rest of my Nintendo Switch library. But if this was the latest free game I downloaded on my smartphone, I mean, sure, I'd gobble down a couple painful pop-up ads to play this game on my phone. On the Switch, it hurts my eyes to see something so ugly on a system that runs some of the most beautiful things I've ever played. Grab the Bottle is a fair attempt at something that will entice beginning Nintendo Switch users with a sale, but playing with it for a fair amount of time makes it feel like nothing but bloatware. Something I don't really want to have taking up space on my device, but because it's required to be there. In this case, it was required for a review. Although the game is not flawed per se, so much of the game feels cheap and disjointed, and too disjointed and cheap to even find enjoyable. As I am writing this review, Grab the Bottle is on sale on Steam, not the Nintendo Switch, for 74 cents. That's at the very most what it's worth. So, if you're willing to wait patiently for the day Grab the Bottle goes to 74 cents on Nintendo Switch, please do. This is not worth giving up your KFC $5 fill-up for. I'm giving Grab the Bottle for Nintendo Switch a 5 out of 10. Guys, thank you so much for checking out this review. I'm Zack, I'm from Walk the Plank Gaming. Make sure to slam that like button if you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you found this somewhat informative. And also make sure to subscribe, hit that bell icon for more updates from Walk the Plank Gaming from me and Luke. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day or night, whatever time it is you're watching. Thank you so much.